I'm Collin Joseph of the Whelming Waters, and I'm here for a song. I wrote it like 3.5 years ago. It was because I think 4 years ago my stepfather passed away, and then I didn't write it right away. That was sort of what's it's about, but it took some time, to process. I don't think I wrote music for a while. It was kind of like traumatizing, but yeah, about 3.5 years ago, and we've been playing with the band ever since. So.
Okay, so autobiographical?
Yes, yeah, it's a mixture of things. My childhood, my current, adulthood, just all mixed into one. It's for my mother. So.
Cool. And what's the Painted Lady?
It's a metaphor for who she is. This strong, beautiful woman. I guess, you know, I thought of that title before. I write songs by getting titles first.
Oh yeah, that's the
And I have
best.
tons of titles on my phone. And I'll just, and so I didn't know what it was when I started, but it came out, and, you know, that's the song that came out, so.
Isn't there, aren't those the name of those beautiful houses in San Francisco? Aren't those called the Painted Ladies?
They might be, I think they are, yeah. But it's, you know, it's a butterfly that, it sort of looks like a monarch, you know. I didn't know the difference, but we actually, my mother and I just recently got a tattoo of it. I have it up here. I can't really get my sleeve up, but we got a Painted Lady butterfly tattooed on us, and it's all just a metaphor. It's a metaphor for, you know, my mother overcoming things over the years that I've seen her overcome some of the worst things, you know, and she's still strong as hell, so that's kind of what it's about, I guess.
That's amazing. So, I mean, you don't have to speak to it if you want to, but it sounds like there's like history of abuse or substance abuse.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what the part I didn't mention is my father. You know, my birth father, who, you know, I loved him to death. You know, he wasn't a bad guy. He was not physically abusive or anything like that, but he had a problem with heroin for years when we were growing up. So he passed away when I was 14. I think I was 14 of an overdose.
Wow.
But we had been estranged for 5 years maybe. But you know, all the things I saw my mother go through with him, with substance abuse and stealing money, things of that nature, that I saw her go through all these things when I was, you know, 9, 10, 11 years old. And so what happened was, when 4 years ago, when my stepfather passed away, who was, you know, a great guy, and when he passed away, and my mother was devastated. You know, they'd been together 10 years. They were finally married, and I just moved out of the house like 6 months before. It was like, it's time to start our retirement. And so when he passed away, I just saw, you know, this woman who I knew could make it through anything, just destroyed, you know. So it's sort of about, I've seen you go through all this, you know. I've seen you deal with substance abuse, with having no money, thinking we had to move out of the house we grew up in, and she somehow came out of it. She supported us all as a single mother, as a waitress, you know. So I'm basically talking to her. I'm saying, if you can survive that, you can get through this.
Okay.
You can become, you know, who you were again.
Yeah, because like the verses feel like storytelling, where the chorus seems like you're kind of comforting somebody.
Right, exactly, yeah. That's the verses are kind of telling my story, and then the choruses are kind of telling my mother, you know, look at what's happened to us, and we've all gotten through it together. And the second verse, where it's, you know, now that I'm getting older, I try to be a better man, the weight upon your shoulders and everything. I think what happened when my stepfather passed away is I kind of realized that, oh my God, I'm the head of this family now. You know, in a sense, is that my mother she's still such a strong person, but I realized, okay, I'm 25 now. It's time for me to take this weight on my shoulders and help her. You know, I have a job now. I realized that transfer from her to me, and I thought, oh my God, you know, and it was kind of overwhelming. But you know, you get used to it as you grow up, and you realize that you have to hold the family together.
For sure. I've heard someone say you're never ready, but you can be prepared.
Sure.
Like, you're never ready for that, you know. And other
Exactly.
people talk about, like, when you're 40, you still feel like you're 30, and when you're 30, you still feel like you're 20. You know, like
you're 20 and you're like, 20 isn't that old. I'm really young. And then you're 30 and you're like, 30 isn't that old. I'm really young.
Yeah,
That's
you
always
keep
how
changing
it
your
is.
perspective on it with how far out you get from it.
Exactly. You adapt, man. You adapt to everything. So.
Totally, and then you'll be 70.
Yeah.
I just saw a comedian who talked about that. She's like, my friends who were 40 are like, oh, we were so old. And then they're 50, like, that wasn't that old. Now we're old.
Now we're old.
And then you're dead.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know? Well, yeah, man, I love how you're like comforting. I mean, like, I didn't know it was about your mother, but I love how those choruses kind of comfort that person. It is, you know, and I didn't know the Painted Lady was a butterfly. And so now tying that into you're learning to fly, take to the sky, you know, that, it's weightier to me now after we've played it, and after I enjoyed the song before, and I like that just the plain speak of the bridge. It's like you just, you know, to me, like, the bridge and a well-written song is like kind of gets at the thesis. You know, like,
that's what I thought. Something about the progression, and then, you know, the guitar part you added beautifully. That I thought yeah, there's something about that progression in that bridge is where I sort of get the goosebumps. And then at the end is the big loud, you know, just repeat of that. Sort of hits right here, you know. It's probably the best part of the song, I think. But,
yeah, man, I like it. How's Mom now?
She's great. She's great. It's been 4 years. She's internet dating, which is weird.
That's great.
But yeah, and like I said, I always knew she was going to come out of it, and it's great to see that she has, you know, and she's gotten through it again. So.